peeps, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta, and this evening is our first live craft along evening for hashtag Harvest and Home DP in association with Diamond Painting with Friends 2.0. So, welcome in everybody that is already in chat. We've got the lovely Em. She is moderating for me this evening. We've got Amy. We've got Roxy, who is also moderating. Hello, hello. Just as a public service announcement, Roxy, the Dotty Crafter, will be live tomorrow night, same time as this. So, if you still want a bit more live crafty chat, then tomorrow night over on her channel is the place to be. Good evening, Kay. Welcome in. If you are just working and lurking, of course, that is completely fine. But if you would like to come on into chat and say hey, that is always welcome. So, as you can see, I've got my WIP in front of me. I've not done as much this week as I would have liked, but I started in this top corner. I'm working on it sideways because it's how it fits best on my desk. The full image is here. So the bit that I'm working down is just this side here at the moment. Yeah, so we've got a little birdie here, which is very lovely. And we're just getting down to this bottom section that we're going to work on today. I've got my cover sheets that I got from Calb Sparkles over on Etsy. I love them so much. They are working really nicely, and they're a really nice size section to work on. I find I'm much more likely to do 2 of these small sections than I would be to try and slog through a larger section. So being able to do 2 small ones is much more preferable, or just do 1 small one, whatever works. Amy is crocheting, so might be bad at chatting. That is completely fine. You got to count. That's fine. Yeah, totally okay. Also, if you are not in chat, or if you're watching on replay, please do hit the thumbs up. It is really helpful for the channel and tells people that this is something that might actually be worth watching. So I thought we would start by me sharing a little something from this book, which I helped make. I was a contributing author, but it was in fact put together by Lucia. Part of this month, I am going to be sharing some harvesty facts, and this book has things for every single day of the year. So I thought we would look at what today's one was. So we're on the 6th, and we've got a poem today. So that's lovely. Just to catch you up on what came previously, obviously we start with Lammas or Lunasa. Thank you to everybody that came to the live ritual on Friday. That was a lot of fun. Really, really lovely. Oh, Sarah, you're not late. It's fine. I've just started chatting. So we've got Dawn's Day is the sort of the poem for today. Dawn, our mother, river deep, cradle us in summer sleep, hot the days and bright the nights, while Perseus showers us with lights of shooting stars like seeds of life. Hold us, mother, free from strife. You come to us when fields are high, with summer flowers about to die, and give us all their seeding fruits to grow again into new shoots. Mother, show us yet again how life and death are both the same. And that is by Ellen Sentia. So that is beautiful. I really like that. And yeah, this book is just absolutely full of little snippets of something to do or something to read for every single day. And yeah, highly recommend it if you are interested in all things a little bit pagan. So I shall pop my bookmark back in there, and we will return to this book next week, and we'll see what it has to offer us. I'm not sure if I wrote anything for August, so I don't know if we're going to come up to any of the bits that I wrote. Oh, did I just see one? I think I just flicked past my name. Nope, that wasn't me. Nope. Right, so I suppose I should start placing some drills. Whilst I'm getting myself set up, do feel free to pop a line in chat. Let me know what you're working on, whether it's something for this event or whether it's something else. It's always nice to know what everybody's up to. I find myself in need of another little bit of... What have I done with them? Oh, I didn't put them in. Sorry, this is where I keep all of my cover sheets, but the ones for this I haven't put in there. I've kept them separate, which is why I couldn't find them. I just want another little bit just for this end, so I don't have to worry about cleaning on that bit. I can cut this strip of plastic off as I go. So right. Now that's not going to be crackling around and being annoying. And got my pens, which probably could do with being refilled. Let's find them. Right. I should get myself organised a little bit. K. What have I missed? Roxy's working on Forest Friends for the event. Em's not working on anything officially, still knitting a blanket for baby niece, but haven't touched it in days. Kim, welcome in. At the moment, putting some drills on my canvas and making Christmas cards. Lovely. You've got to get an early start on stuff like that. You don't want to be rushing that in December. Kay has kits kitted up but not done any DPing for a week. Yeah, I am loving this canvas, but I haven't worked on it nearly as much as I've wanted to. There's always been, well, to be honest, for me, I have done a lot of napping. So that's taken up a lot of diamond painting time. But you've got to listen to your body. So I'm slowly learning to take my own advice. Roxy, before the live, I was working on gift bags for the ladies at the nursery. Oh, that's so sweet. Sarah Rose says, add me to the not working on anything while watching list. Planning dinner, some cleaning, taking the ducklings out to the pond, hopefully later. Oh. And Amy is working on crocheting the pumpkin part of the pumpkin mushroom. It's so cute. I'm loving it. I think it's the big eyes. I'm a sucker for anything with big eyes. Right. Now, I need to try and move my light over so I can see, but also not blind you guys with glare. So let's see. Let's put it there. And we'll see how we go with this. Hopefully it's not too shiny. So, yeah, I'm very much enjoying the fact that I've kept things casual this month. I don't think I would be a very good host if I had to organise myself more so this month. Just because there is such a lot of other stuff going on. Let's get this first line down. Sorry, concentration. There we go. First one's down. So I have managed to get some putty on the canvas, which is always annoying. It's where the tweezers come in handy. Yeah, I'm just not in the sort of place where I could organise a full-on event this month, but that means I will have all of the stuff and all, well, fingers crossed, I'll have all of the energy for next month, because next month is a little bit more involved. If you haven't seen my video about next month's event, it's up on the channel. It was Monday's video. Go check it out, because you need, if you want to take part, you do need a canvas from Pam, so you've got to go and grab one of those this week or it won't arrive in time. But yeah, this has just been really nice to work on. It's lovely colours, which is great. I was saying to Roxy, I've enjoyed the glue on this canvas. It's really thick and kind of, it feels like cushiony when you press into it. And it definitely, I mean, it grabs the drills. it's not slidey like some of the diamond paintings. They can have quite a thick glue, but it's very slidey. This isn't. It's very sticky. But I'm liking it. You can sort of be sure when you're putting something down that it's going to stay where you put it. Kay is going to be sleeping with dragons tonight. Kim, you can post whenever you want. That's completely fine. Feel free to share your progress. But I'm going to, the only time I will sort of specifically ask for an update from you is in the last week, so that I can collect all your progress pictures to go into the WIP parade. So that's the only time. But yeah, I didn't want to be hassling people to upload pictures every week when I'm not doing prize draws, but obviously I do want to encourage you to share your progress with everybody else. So yeah, feel free to share as much or as little as you want. Just realised that I haven't put my background music on, and as I've stopped talking, I've suddenly realised how very, very quiet it is. All I can hear is the fan whirring, but that's fine. Yeah, apologies for the fact that you're having to watch me work on this sideways, but it is just the most comfortable way to work on it for my desk, because it is wider than my desk is deep. Yeah. So this way I get to have it flat on the desk, but then with the extra in my lap. So yes, Roxy, we have canvas delivery soon. Yeah. Yeah, we've got tracking for our order. So very excited, which means Amy, your canvas will be here soon. Yeah, and for anybody that is in the UK and wants to take part in the PAM event, if you want to get together with other people, she can ship everything to one address, which can save on postage, and then you can just arrange to sort it out between you as to how to get all the canvases to the right people. I know it works because we've done it before. And yeah, I'm not able to do it for this event now because there's just not enough time for me to organise it. But if in the future people want to do a big group UK order, then I'm not against organising that for you all. It's definitely a good way to make sure that, yeah, we can get what we want over here and not get stuck all paying a lot of postage. Oh yes, yeah. Sarah is gifting a canvas for the PAM event as a prize, and I didn't even realise that was going to be available as a diamond painting as well. So that's really cool. So that will be available, but not yet. So, oh. Kay is about to take delivery of an A2 light board. Wow, that's huge. I have an A3 one, but I tend to just use the A4 one because I only really need to light up the section I'm working on. So, yeah. That being said, light boards is probably something I should put on the on the Facebook group because I really don't need as many as I've got. I should pop them in a D-stash. Although I've just made myself a Vinted account. I don't know if any of you guys are Vinted users, but yeah, I was looking at buying a really random storage box from the 70s, and I was hoping I might. Well, I did find some on Vinted, but they're a bit pricey. People clearly know what they're selling. I was sort of hoping to find somebody that didn't know what absolute gem they had. But yeah, so as a result of that, I now have a Vinted account, so maybe I could sell some bits over there of a diamond painting D-stashy kind of nature. There's quite a few people over there actually selling off budget canvases and things, and I think that's, I guess, what happens is that when people start out, they're ordering a lot of the budget canvases to see if they like it, and then you end up with more budget canvases than you'll ever be able to do, and a general desire to have enough money to work on slightly fancier canvases. So selling off the old ones is a good way to do that. Oh, runaway drill. How many light boards do I have? At least 4 plus the one I use. I've been very lucky in that I've been asked to test a couple. So I have a couple that I've tested in the past. That I don't use them. Not because there's anything wrong with them. I have my favourite one. So yeah. Oh, that's a really good idea, Amy. Yeah, people are using Vinted for the Craft Buddy Disney sticker book. So I guess you can sell off your, it's like swaps and keeps kind of thing. Yeah, I might have to look to see if anybody's doing the Craft Buddy pin badges, because I know I did my Daisy Duck one, which I did really like, but I don't want the full set, but I would be open to maybe getting a couple more. They were fun to work on. Sorry, I'm stuck doing really dark colours now as well. So, not exactly very. Oh, we've got all this lovely orange section to do, which is much more sort of seasonally appropriate for my harvesty event. But obviously, the primary sort of reason for this canvas is the home part of it, because it is a house. Not that we're seeing any of the house yet, but yeah. For those of you who've just come in, I've lost. Where is it? Where have I? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So this. Ooh, there you go. So yeah, it's a lovely home with a little pond, animals. It's just gorgeous and purple. I'm very much excited about. Oh, before I start colour number 2, I can just show you. I did, as I said I was going to do, I've swapped out the crystal drills, and so we've gone for, I don't even know if you'll be able to see. Let me see if I can bring you down a little bit. We've got a red, it's supposed to be a 666, but I only had a 600 in a fairy dust down here, which works just fine in those flowers. And we've got a yellow fairy dust. That bright yellow is a fairy dust in there. And I actually had the same, that was, which one is that? It is the 742, that is. And I actually did have that in a fairy dust, so I was able to swap that out. And the other one, I haven't got round to that yet. I haven't found any of that. So, but that will be something to replace this kind of greeny yellow colour. So I'll find something. But yeah, I didn't want to be using those drills. But yeah, I'm pleased so far. We've got some of the pink ABs in here. And have I done any of the other ABs yet? Don't think so. No, none of the green ABs yet. But yeah, just the pink ones, just in those. I assume they're like a cherry blossom kind of flower with the bird here, which I realise is hard to see because it's sort of. Okay, if I can sort of turn it sideways, can you see it like that? I know it's difficult to see when you're up close to a diamond painting, and in fact the birds are so tiny that I hadn't initially noticed them in the image until I was actually working on it. So right, oh, now my camera's on a wander again. If any of you have watched Monday's video, I'm sure you've had a lovely giggle at my face cam video, because it was just all over the place. But hey, it was fun. It's fine. Right, number 2. One of the things that I am enjoying about this canvas is that there's quite a lot of long lines of colour. So it's, I guess, line blocking is probably how you would describe it. So it's not so much colour blocking, because there's not big chunks of one colour, but you'll get sort of like a whole line of 4s and a whole line of 6s. So that's quite nice, a bit fun. And yeah, and then sort of these little clumps where you've got little bushes where it's like 4 colours but all smushed together. So it's, I don't even know if you'd necessarily call it confetti, because it's just 4 colours. But obviously you do have to sort of single place, or do I have a double? I've never put a 2 placer in my pen, but occasionally I will just pick up 2 with the multi-placer. I am not watching chat. We've got loads of messages that I'm not reading. Amy wants the Cheshire Cat or Marie ones, so maybe she'd look herself for the pin badges. Oh, Sarah says, such a pretty image. I'm always impressed that people can do landscapes, since it's very difficult for me. Yeah, this is the first landscape diamond painting I've ever bought, and it just, I don't know, it was one of those images where I saw it and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I was like, I need to buy it. I can't think of enough reasons not to buy it, so I'm going to buy it. So yeah, but I have one more of the new style, because this is the new style of Dreamer Designs canvas, and I have one more new style, which is a Alice in Wonderland one that I will probably do in January, because there's an Alice in Wonderland event in January. So if I don't have anything else on, that will be a good time to do it. And then I've got 2 of the older style Dreamer Design canvases sitting in my stash, just waiting for the right time. So, we got Dylan. Long time no see. Welcome in. You normally miss us. Monday's video. My eyes are up here, camera. Yes. Very much that. Yeah. Yes, that is also the one where I paused at the wrong moment. The wrong moment when editing. Yes. So those of you that are on Facebook might have seen that I very briefly had a very silly Facebook profile picture. Because I was editing Monday's video and I paused it and I had the most ridiculous expression on my face at the point that I paused it. My eyes were like rolled back in my head. My mouth was open. I looked like I was having some kind of seizure. It was it was silly and unpleasant. And I jokingly said, "Oh, I should make that my profile picture." And my daughter said, "Bet you don't." And at which point, of course, I had to. So I did indeed make it my profile picture for about an hour. But yes, it was very silly. But yeah, if you can't laugh at yourself. And yeah, I don't do a lot of face on camera stuff apart from the rituals, because I don't know how I would feel very odd doing the rituals and not putting my face on the camera. I think you need to be able to sort of connect with someone. But yeah, I only have one camera to record with, so you don't get the sort of picture in picture like some people do, which I think that's the way I would go, would be to have like my little face in the corner while I'm actually showing you what's on the desk. That's the ideal situation, but I'm not smart enough to sort that out. Not yet anyway. Yeah, I've only been doing this for 4 years. Maybe once I've been doing it for a bit longer, I'll have figured out how to do it slightly more professionally. But this seems to work. I think, yeah, people are interested in what I'm showing, not what I look like. Also, it means that I don't have to put any. I was about to say it means I don't have to put any makeup on, like I ever do. It's very rare for me to put makeup on, but there is a part of me that feels like if I was going to put my face on the camera, that I would feel that kind of pull to look a certain way, and that's not really who I am, and then that becomes a bit fake, and I don't know, there's putting on a character, and then there's, yeah, I don't know, I'm waffling. um but yeah, I don't know, because I don't have my face on camera very often, I feel like I can make a video even when I'm not like 100%, which is good for me because those days are more often than not these days. We've got Sharon, welcome in. Hello, hello. Oh, hubby's just started his diamond painting and they are frosted glass with no facets. Oh, very nice. Wow. I've not done a new painting from Diamond Art Club since they brought out their frosted drills. I know I bought a set of their minis. I can't remember if they've got their if they've got anything special, it'll just be fairy dust. But I don't think there's anything else. Kate's giving everybody the day off on the 25th of August for her birthday because it's also Bank Holiday Monday in the UK. Brilliant. Oh, we missed you too, Dylan. I'm glad you've been keeping busy. I've been following your hairdressing extravaganzas. It's all very exciting. And you definitely need to come here and fix my hair. I'll pop a picture up in the group later, but I dyed it today, which was a job and a half because it hurts to lift my arms up. So dyeing my hair is just like a whole thing. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's blue again, which is nice. But it's always it's never quite as vibrant as I want it to be. I think it's one of those things that sometimes, yeah, if you want a really good result, you do have to kind of leave it to the professionals. Oh, so Roxy's hubby's canvas has got ABs, fairy dust, and frosted. Wow. Booking an appointment and I'll come down. Okay. Oh, I've never been to Scotland. Maybe it's a good excuse for me to try and see a little bit of the world. Oh. Do I have to say anything else? I'm going through my mental list of things I needed to mention. Order from Pam, mentioned that. Read you something from the book, did that. Complained about my health, did that. Oh, I went and had another blood test done yesterday, so that's exciting for me. I went a trip to the hospital to have them steal my blood. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can remember back when I was briefly in hospital, being very ill a couple of months ago. My GP finally got around to looking at the blood results that I had done while I was in hospital, and they're not happy with them. So I had to go and have some more things looked at. I'm not really sure what they're looking at or what they're concerned about because, yeah, this is my normal. So I don't know. But if it means that they might be able to pinpoint something that's wrong that could be fixed, that'd be nice. Oh, Amy's at the point in her pattern where she has to count 96 stitches each row for 12 rows, and her brain is struggling with that. Oh gosh, yeah. No. Kay says we need a dyeing day, all meet up and sit in a circle and dye each other's hair. That's a fab idea. Yep, I like that idea. And Sarah Rose, Amy, I toss a stitch marker every 20 stitches or so. So when I lose all my stitch markers under the sofa. Sorry. Yeah, she tosses a stitch marker on every 20 stitches or so, which makes it easier to keep count. This is when I don't lose all my stitch markers under the sofa, which seems to be where they live now. Right, I understand now. Oh. Oh, one pink, there it is. Every now and then, ping one across the room. Right, I was very surprised by this bright green colour for the number 4 on the canvas, because it's actually this sort of very army green kind of colour, but it looks fine. And you don't always get the same colour on the canvas as you get in the drills, but yeah, it did sort of catch me by surprise when I was trying to find the colour, because it is so different. Oh, see, this is what I like, doing like a long line. Lovely. Sorry, I should probably move. I don't know whether you want to be able to watch me placing or watch me loading the pen. It's difficult to find a way to show both. Right. Oh, I thought that was the 4s. No, got a few more down here. Oh, Kay's going to see Dracula tomorrow. Film? Play? Which version you're seeing? Ooh, I'm braving the big wide world again this weekend, so I'll stick on my Crafty Coven bracelet, and yeah. Although oops, there'll be a lot more sitting down on Saturday because my folks run one of the stages at the Retro Festival, which is in Newbury, and so we are going to support them. But because they're hosting one of the stages, it does mean that it's very easy for us to sort of have a base to, you know, leave bags and bits and pieces. Oh, Kay, sorry. Yes, Kay is seeing Dracula tomorrow in a way of having bloods taken, not in a play musical movie kind of way. Right, sorry. I'm going to blame the heat. I am sadly not going to the birthday party on Sunday. No, because first of all, Martin couldn't get any time off work, and secondly, because I'm already out Saturday, there's no way I could do Saturday and Sunday. But the main reason was Martin not being able to get holiday. And then I sort of thought about it, and I thought, well, actually, no, I can't really do both. 6. No, I know, I won't get to meet him. No, we'll have to meet up for lunch or something. Another day. But yeah, I might see if I can maybe vlog a little bit while I'm at the Retro Festival. There's always lots of fun things to see, and I've never done like a vlog before, but it might be fun. Although I have to be a little bit careful, just because the way back in the early days of me having a YouTube channel that was more just for sharing stuff with my family, I did record a couple of things at my dad's other rock and roll event that he was running, and then the band that was playing like copyright claimed it, which is, you know, it's fair enough because they were playing, but I was promoting them. So I don't know, it's tricky. So but yeah, definitely I'll see if I can film a little bit. Even if I don't do a full vlog, I can put some pictures or something into a WIP and chat so you can see what I was up to. It means I'll get to show off my new rollator chair again, because I only had the stock picture from the website to show you last time. But it's had 2 outings now. The first outing, and then I took it yesterday to the hospital, which was a bit of an eye-opener because previously I'd only taken it sort of round IKEA at a, hey Laura, welcome in. I was not expecting you. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'd only taken it round IKEA sort of for a brief try out of using it, and IKEA's very flat and smooth, and then we went to the hospital, which is up a hill, and yeah, even when roads look flat, they're not flat. And although I will say, probably on account of the fact that it's got like tires that you tyres that you pump up. They're not solid tyres. I don't know the word for it. Pneumatic tyres, is that what they're called? It coped really well with things like bumping up curbs and like going in and out of the lifts, you know, like where you've got slightly different levels. So yeah, so that was pretty good. Hey, welcome in. Oh. See, we were just talking about Dracula and then True Vampire turns up. Oh, I've just put that in the wrong place. That'll teach me. Yeah, these are not A's, they're 7s. Thank heavens for tweezers. And luckily I hadn't placed too many of them. Just too much chatting, not enough concentrating. So, yeah, so that's kind of my main news update is went to the hospital. Went to the hospital, dyed my hair. That's as exciting as my life gets. And then, yeah, got nothing unusual until Saturday when we go to Retro. And then I will probably spend quite a lot of time recovering. So, yeah, I'm not sure what Monday's video will look like, but it might be a short one. Right, now we're doing A. These little tiny pops of bright pink coming into this section. One of the things with these cover papers is that obviously you can't, I sort of forget what the section below is going to include. And so it's been a little bit like doing a mystery almost, because each section, just because of the way it's worked out, each section has been sort of, you know, this was a very green section, now we're in a very blue section with then this patch of orange. When we were further up this end, we started off, hang on, yeah, we started off very purple, pink, red, then we had the section with the bird, greens, and I can't, let me have a look at, yeah, so right, I can see now. I'm just trying, oh, the pink that I've just done is this little bit of pink here, which is, it's like a planter underneath. So yeah, this grey here, obviously if you turn your head sideways, this grey is the planter with then leaves and flowers on top. Is that, yeah, so that's for that bit. So then further down this bit here, I have no idea. I have a feeling that this colourful patch here is going to be one of the butterflies, because as I, yeah, if I move away from the canvas, I can see that it's a butterfly at an angle, but up close you can't see anything. So, yeah, but yeah, it's definitely a, I'm reluctant to say it's a pixelated design, because of course it is, but it's a very different style of diamond painting to what I would normally work on, but I'm enjoying it. This is not a complaint. Oh, Rox, you don't need to apologise for being distracted. Gosh, this is, it's not a test or a lecture. It's fine. You have to take notes. It's all good. No, you chill out and do whatever. I'm very much looking forward to coming to your live tomorrow. Which yeah, if anybody is not already subbed to Roxy, I have shared a link for her live tomorrow in my community tab on YouTube, which I'm never sure if people know where to look for it. I sometimes don't know where to look for it. But yeah, there's a link for her live tomorrow there, which she's going to be working on Woodland Friends. Remind me, Forest Friends, which is her canvas for this event. So yeah, be nice if we all popped in there if we've got chance for, you know, even if you pop in for a couple of minutes. It's always nice to see people supporting other people. And on that note, in the description for this live, I have popped links to the hosts for the rest of the year's events. So you can go and check them out if you're interested in either taking part or just following along and supporting with the events that we've got coming up. Obviously, I know I'm running an event next month, so I would love it if you were all here for that. But it's a fairly limiting event because it has to be a canvas from a specific company. But there is also the Memorial and Remembrance event being run next month, which I'm sure a lot of people have something that they could work on for that or want to work on for that if they're interested. I know I probably won't have time because of hosting, but I do have, I've got a canvas bag with poppies on that I do want to get done before Remembrance Sunday in November. So I should definitely be able to get that done in September alongside anything else, because it is just, it's a special drill partial off canvas. So Laura, it's 8 o'clock for us, so whatever time it is for you now. Oh, you got a guy coming out to discuss the pond. That sounds ominous. I don't know why. This bright orange is lovely. It's such a, this really is like a pumpkin orange kind of colour. This is 741 if anyone's interested. I'm very much enjoying it. I'm so ready for autumn. I'm just bring it on. I'm done with summer. I'm sat here, doors open, fans on, still melting. It's not even light out, and it's like, well, it's not dark, but it's dusky, I guess, but it's still so warm. And I feel like all I do in the summer is complain because I just don't do well in the heat. So, and I find a lot of the things that I enjoy are not good in the heat. Yeah, diamond painting, everything gets sticky and sticks to you. Even like reading a book and your hands are clammy and the pages, I don't know. It's just yeah, the worst thing was doing the latch hooking. I think that was the worst, because just the fibers from the wool just sticking everywhere was most annoying. But yeah, bring on the autumn, where we could get cozy, put on a jumper, mug of cocoa. Love it. That's my time of year. Ooh, we do have a little bit of sea. A little bit of sea. Oh, see, no AC is the standard for us, sadly. Yeah, when they build houses in the UK, they don't expect it to get warm, so which sucks. It's awful. When I was teaching at the school, I used to really love teaching in the computer lab because it had air conditioning, and it was just absolutely beautiful. So I was, even when I wasn't teaching there, I'd find excuses to go just go and visit the computer lab for a bit, just because it's cool. Right. Next colour. Do we need E? No. Do we need G? Yes, we do. So I think I've spoken about this before. The way that I tend to work, let me just move the camera over a little bit so you can see. Sorry, taking you on a journey with my not very good camera arm. Yeah, the way that I tend to work is that after I've kit up, I reorganize these pots so that they are in number order and then alphabet order, and then I sort of group the symbols together in a way that makes sense to me. So I sort of go math symbols, and then I might put all the arrows together, or all the so at the back here I've got 3 dots and 1 dot next to each other, so the dots are together, arrows are together. Yeah, so that's how I organize it. And then literally I pick a section, I start with number 1, I pick it up. Is there any number 1? If there is, I do it. Number 2, and I work along like that. So I never look at the actual legend on the canvas after I've kit up. And I know that's not how everybody works, but it's always interesting to see how people sort of organize it. And I always keep the pot that I'm doing. So this one I'm doing G. Just move you back over here again. Doing G, so I'll get some G out. Lid back on so I don't spill it, but I won't put it back in its slot. I leave it out so that if anything happens and I have to walk away from the desk or anything, when I come back, I know what I was doing. So yeah, that's kind of how I organize things. Oh, the leaves in the autumn. Yes. Yes, Roxy. Yeah. It's just so pretty. Yeah, I like the spring. Spring's great. It's a bit rainy, but spring's great. But I'm definitely I'm a liminal season person. I like the in-between times, so spring and autumn, but particularly autumn. Whether that's because I'm a September baby, I don't know. September is still technically the summer, but is it? No. It's sort of, it can be hot still, is what I mean. But the weather's been weird here. Fans are on and off constantly, and it's been a lot hotter at night than during the day for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we still collect conkers, Kay. Yeah, they're a really good deterrent for spiders, so we keep them on the windowsills, because they don't like the smell of them. Yeah, corners of the rooms and windowsills, good place to keep them. It was something that my father-in-law always used to take the kids out to do. It's like kind of a autumn tradition. Yeah, September, oldest in class. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, although my cousin had it worse. He's the 1st of September, so yeah, he was literally, I don't know, hours away from being in the year above. I always found the downside to having a September birthday was that you'd only just gone back to school, and so you hadn't necessarily made good friends that you could invite to your party and things. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Amy. Yeah, of course, with Mabon. Yeah, so Mabon is the autumn equinox. So that's on the 21st-ish of September. It is slightly movable because it's planet based. But yeah, so that is when the length of the day and the length of the night are equal. And yeah, that because I know I talked a lot about Lammas being our first harvest. So obviously that's 1st of August. It's our first harvest, and that's the grain harvest. We talk a lot about beer and bread. And then we have Mabon, or the autumn equinox, which is towards the end of September, and that is a fruit and berry harvest. And then we have the third harvest, or the last harvest, which is at Samhain or Halloween, and that is it's kind of your last chance saloon. It's the canning, preserving, salting the meats, doing what you can to make sure whatever you've harvested will last you through the winter months. So it's nuts, late fruits, late berries, gourds, obviously, pumpkins. Yeah, so a lot of yeah, absolutely. Amy, yeah, we think of December as being winter, but most of it is autumn. Yeah, and then people don't think of February is still winter, but in fact, I think we are in the UK. We are more likely to get snow in February than any other time historically. So, but yeah, the seasons are weird, and they're only getting weirder as we ruin things. So, but but it's even like I've seen written accounts where somebody has said that the word Samhain means summer's end. Obviously that's end of October. But that's based on a very different year. But then reading stuff for the Lammas Festival, there's also things associated with summer's end in there. So yeah, it's a strange one. All right. K. Any K's? A little bit of K. This is not quite neon, but it's a very vivid kind of green yellow. Just a smidge of it though. I always get far too much out, and it's not even just because I'm using a big tray. Even when I use a small tray, I end up getting too much out. L. I know March feels really wintry, but I think for me, winter ends, or should end at Imbolc, which is like the 2nd of February, because that's the time when the earth is waking up again. And then it's not until Ostara in March that we really see bloom. Although we get snowdrops in February. I don't know, the seasons are all over the place though. And some things just, you know, it's difficult when you're trying to work with a calendar that's designed for an agricultural year, but now everything is so technology based that yeah, it's all very different. And of course the seasons are just changing. February was still definitely winter in Massachusetts. Seemed like we got most snow that month. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely, February is a snowy month, but from a pagan perspective, we see it as that's when the earth is starting to wake up from her slumber. She's had her little winter's nap. M. No. N. No. O. P. No. Q. R. S. No. Right. U. We've got, this is our fairy dust, which I've just got like so many more than I need out. And I've slipped forward again. Okay, let's come down a bit. There we go. Oh, talking, as we're talking about seasonal things, those of you who were around last October might remember that I spent a month making a little audiobook for you. I have not got permission to read the rest of it to you in videos, which is a bit of a shame. I don't want to take the mickey because she was kind enough to give me permission to read some of it to you, so I don't want to, you know, overstep with that. But I was thinking that it's something that I could do for the channel members if you're interested, because then it would be like I could do it as a private video for you. So if you're interested, let me know. If there isn't an interest for it, then I won't worry about it. But I'm just aware that I've read you the first third of a book and then just like left you hanging. So, and given that the book is split into 3 parts, yeah, that was one of the reasons why I stopped where I did, because it was a very clear end point. But yeah. Oh, Amy, good. Yay. Somebody wants to hear me read it. I would love to do it. It's one of those, yeah. If I could do any job, what would I do? I would quite like to just read books for a living. But yeah. Having said that, I think, did I mention I might have mentioned last Wednesday that I've got some more book reviews, 2 more book reviews coming up for you soon. One about Thor, one about Arietta. I've just started reading the Arietta book at the moment, and I'm loving it. It's been particularly fun because I'm in the middle of learning Welsh at the moment. Just learning Welsh for fun, really. But there's quite a lot of Welsh words in the book, so I've been sort of testing myself. But yeah. Trying to think what else I've got going on. Oh my goodness. I've been nattering so much I had not looked at the time. It is 5 past the hour. My goodness. Or rather, I've been live for an hour and 5. That's what I mean, not 5 past the hour. It's in fact 8 minutes past the hour. Wow. Okay. I mean, I didn't really think I'd get a whole section done whilst also chattering away to you like a mad lady, but I had sort of hoped I might get a little bit more done than I did, but never mind. Right, let's do one more colour and then we'll finish up for the evening. So I've got this sort of stone colour. I think this is going to be, it's a bit of a path, I think, coming through. So, yeah, just do remember to go check out the Facebook group for Diamond Paint with Friends if you haven't done already. If you want to share progress, pop it over there, or if you want to post it in my group, that's fine. Just if everyone's using the hashtag, it should be easy for me to find and see what everyone's up to. And then we will be back here next next Wednesday for another little crafty catch up, and we'll go from there. So, Pampered with Diamonds, welcome in. I am just about to finish up this live. I'm so sorry. I mean, unless people, I could stay and finish the section. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say is the problem. I would run out of things to say to you. You would just be listening to me place diamonds, which is maybe less fun. So I will I will head off now, and yeah, hopefully I will see some of you over on Roxy's channel tomorrow night for more #Harvest and Home DP fun stuffs. We can get to watch what she's working on. I will be over there, so if you're in the chat, say hi, and in the meantime, stay crafty.